Hey there, welcome back. It's Kelly. We are reading Completely Clementine, Chapter 11. As soon as I woke up the next morning, I asked if I could call home. I decided during the night that I was ready to try saying one word to my father. Hi was a nice short one to start with. Let's wait, Margaret's father said. Your father said he'd call when they were ready. So we ordered room service breakfast, and like before, 2 waiters brought it up and made a big production about uncovering everything, even though it was just regular blueberry pancakes. This time we ate playing a game Mitchell invented, Raised by Wolves, which I probably shouldn't tell how to play. It was a lot more fun than fancy folks. That's all I'm going to say about that. After breakfast, Margaret positioned herself in front of the television to rehearse for her commercial. Just pretend you're not seeing me inside the screen. No, just pretend you're seeing me inside the screen, not in front of it, with makeup on and without the crutches. Margaret stretched her face around for a while, and then she asked me what I thought. Great, I said. You looked really sad you couldn't go to the water park. You're not paying attention, Margaret grumbled. I was being one of the lucky kids who does get to go. But I was paying attention. I was paying attention to the phone that kept on not ringing. Which, okay, fine, wasn't really fair to Margaret. Try again, I said. I'll really watch this time. Margaret made a lot more faces. Then she asked me what I thought again. I don't know, Margaret, I said. You still look kind of horrified, actually. Well, Margaret admitted, that was part of it, I guess. I was imagining being really happy to go to that water park, and then I started imagining all the germs that must be swimming around in that water. Margaret rolled her eyes and shuddered hard. Oof! And then I thought of something Margaret was N-O-T not going to like. Where are they going to film this commercial? I asked carefully. Oh, at my father's studio, I guess, Margaret answered. Or, wait, maybe, no, not at the... Dad! She yelled into the other room. I changed my mind. I want to play one of the kids who doesn't have to go to the water park. Just then, there was a knock on the door. When Margaret's dad came out and opened it, there stood 2 cleaning ladies. Between them was a serious-looking vacuum and a big cart loaded with linens and cleaning supplies. Margaret crouched across the room so fast she nearly toppled over. When she leaned over to see what was on the cart, she looked like a cartoon pirate opening a pirate chest. Mitchell and his dad left to get the Sunday paper, but I stayed behind to watch Margaret watch the cleaning ladies. Also, okay, fine, I stayed behind in case the phone rang, which it didn't. Margaret followed the cleaning ladies all around, asking questions and jotting the answers down in a notebook, which was a hard trick since she was balancing on crutches. Every time she asked if she could help them, they looked at each other and shook their heads. No, they said no, but finally, when they were almost finished, Margaret begged to vacuum the last bit of carpet by the door, and they said, okay, if it means that much to you. I propped her up so she could balance on one foot, and she vacuumed piles of imaginary dirt on the floor. This put Margaret in such a good mood that when Mitchell came back, she let us play with her crutches. This time I invented the game. How you play What Happened to Your Foot is this. One person is on crutches, and the others pop into the room and gasp, "Oh, what happened to your foot?" Then the crutch person has to come up with a new story every time, really fast. Margaret quit just after a few turns, saying, "Oh, who cares how it happened?" and hopped over to flop onto the couch. But Mitchell and I kept it up for a really long time. I don't know. I woke up and it was missing. Parachute didn't open. Trapeze broke. Cannibal socks. Bone-melting aliens. Runaway steamroller. Alligators in my bathtub. Elephant stampede. Toe sharks. Heel bees. Heel bees? Heel bees. I finally won when Mitchell tried Flying Catch World Series for a second time. This game made us all hungry for lunch, so we ordered room service again, and this time we didn't play any game at all. We just ate. After that, Margaret and I watched the Rock Band Princesses movie again, and then finally, the phone rang. Margaret's father answered it, and he winked over at me to let me know that it was my family. I figured my parents must have had a really great date, because he smiled while he listened. And then he said, "Great! Wonderful! And congratulations lots of times." "No, I won't," he said next, still smiling. Not a word. Then he hung up. "Time to go, Clementine," he said to me. I stuffed my things into my backpack and hurried over to the door. "I always take the little bottles from the bathroom when I leave," Margaret said. "You can take them this time." I went into the bathroom and brought them all out. The shampoo will be for my mom, and the conditioner's for my dad. I'll give the bar of soap to my brother, to give him the hint he should get clean once in a while. The bottle of moisturizer is for my kitten, since that's his name. I dropped them all into my backpack and thanked Margaret for being so nice. "What about something for yourself?" Margaret's father asked. "Something to remember your stay." "There's nothing else in the bathroom," I said. Margaret's father beckoned me to follow him over to the desk. He pointed. And there was the best thing of all. A sheet of creamy white writing paper and an envelope that both said the Boston Park Plaza in fancy lettering. Really, I asked. I could have that? "That's what it's there for." The Park Plaza would be delighted.